makes it really easy to keep stats when I'm not having to talk about the game.
Hey, are we back on?
Glad to have you back with us at Garber, Warrendale Stadium. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and boy, I tell you what, we've had some issues with the internet here tonight. And I think you've only missed one touchdown. That was Pioneer grabbed the lead with 6:32 to play in the first half on a Leighton Parker 3-yard run. The 2-point conversion by Parker gave Pioneer the 16-14 lead. Since then, we've had Garber go forward on 4th down and come up empty. Pioneer had the ball deep in their own territory. They had to punt. Garber got it back at the Pioneer 37-yard line and came up empty on 4th down. And now with 28 seconds to play in the first half, Pioneer has it. 1st down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. It's been a great ball game. I hope you get a chance to see the second half. That ball's caught. That's Dakota Wingo across the midfield stripe. He breaks free, and he will step out of bounds. As boy, he laid a hit on Dante Chester. So Dakota Wingo with the nice catch and run with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Pioneer has an opportunity here at the Garber 37-yard line as they pick up 29 yards on that completion. That is Ty Parker's first completion of the night, and for Dakota Wingo, it's his 4th catch of the season. So 1st down and 10. Pioneer has 1 timeout left here. 15 seconds to play.
Fumble to snap.
He got it. He throws toward the end zone. One-on-one coverage down there. It's going to be picked off. Nope, it's dropped. As that was David Nagel who had the ball in his hands and couldn't reel it in. David Nagel's a 6'4", 175-pound safety, so he's a big presence back there at the back of that defense.
Well, we talked about him. We highlighted him early when we were talking about the discrepancy between the freshmen and some of the seniors that Garber had. And, those senior guys are really all the players for Garber are stepping up tonight. But, some of those key seniors that we talked about are really having a good game here early.
So 2nd down and 10 now. Little play action and a sack behind the line of scrimmage. Is getting back there to make the tackle was Seth Smith.
Another freshman.
Yep. That'll be the end of the first half. And although you really didn't get much of a chance to see a whole lot of the second quarter, it's been a great first half. 16-14 the score. We'll take a break. Halftime at Garber. We'll get a chance to talk to Will Jones, superintendent here at Garber High School, and of course a pretty darn good basketball coach in his own right as well, as he's handed off the reins here at Garber. Take a break. Good ball game. Second half just around the corner. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities, because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Pre-K and kindergarten.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Halftime at Warrendale Stadium in Garber, and a great ball game so far through this one, 16-14, the 2-point lead for Pioneers. They trailed most of the first half. They scored a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion to grab the lead about halfway through the second quarter. Get a chance to talk to Will Jones. He's the superintendent of schools here at Garber High School, and it's been a couple of years since I've been to a football game here, done some basketball here in the past year or so, but I would have to say, facilities-wise, everything is up to date in Garber, Oklahoma.
Yeah, things look pretty good, don't they, Tom? I mean, just great setting here at Warrendale Stadium. Coach Dell, obviously it's named after him because he takes such great care of it, but we've updated different things, a new concession, bathrooms, some nice fencing, and then you look over to the south and there's that gymnasium beckoning, and and so we're very proud of the facilities, and it's a tribute to our community and the support they have for our school.
I know you won't take all the credit for it, but it's kind of the house that Will Jones built across the street because those Garber Wolverines teams you had over the past few years, they got a chance to win some state championships playing in that new gym.
Well, I think only we can take credit for that name because I did oversee construction.
Yeah, okay.
And so I will take credit for that only, but the board and Jim Lamer passed that bond issue before I ever got here, and he handed off to me to handle the construction. But and we did have a really nice run the last 4 years, and I got to play some big games over there and some other places too, and proud of that. But also excited about the future of the boys program. Of course, the girls were state tournament last year, and expect them to go back. No pressure, Jamie Davis.
Yeah.
But Fletcher Reed, we hired him away from Snyder. They made the semifinals last year in Class A, and man, I'm really excited about him. I know our kids love him already, and the future's bright.
Yeah, no pressure for him taking over for you after what you've done here. Talk a little bit about that transition process and why you made the decision to not come back and how you got Coach Reed to come up here.
Well, when I took the job, it was because it was late. Corey went over to Chisholm, and it was late, and we just weren't getting the quality applicants that we wanted, and we'd had some turnover in that program. And so I was younger at the time, and I guess I was feeling crazy in that moment and not thinking real clearly. But really, and if our band program, same thing happened. If I were a band guy, I would step in and just try to make it the best. As things turn out, I am a basketball person, and I felt like I could fill that hole and then give the program stability. I wanted to do it at least 4 years, and so to step away, I'd done it 4 years. I did what I said I was going to do, and a big reason why I was the coach is because we couldn't get quality applicants. Well, I opened the job up at the right time. The program was in good. I was burning the candle at both ends. I had cattle, and we had that 2-week cold period, and snow during the playoffs, and man, it's just a lot. And I'm the superintendent.
Yeah.
And so it was just the right time, and it's proven that with the quality hire that we've been able to make, it's proof that it was the right time.
You guys have a very, very good athletic tradition here, state championships over the years. What makes, and I kind of know this because I'm familiar with this area, what makes Garber, Oklahoma a great town and great kids?
It's the community support. It's the vision of the past administration and hopefully the current one as well and the board. But they when times were tight money-wise, they continued to really work hard to improve. Things are better now. Our valuation has increased since I've been here, $40 million from $25 million to $66 million, and that just increases our bonding capacity, and we can do a lot of neat things with our facilities and educationally for our kids as well. So the support is what it was, Tom, over the years way back, and they just had a vision, and now it's just we just keep building on that, and people notice it. People want to come to school here. I tell people Enid's kind of the Wild West of transfers. There's a gentleman's agreement with the superintendents in the area. If somebody wants to leave your school, you let them, as long as that other school will take them. And so, people want to come to school here, and it's because we do things right out here.
I would imagine superintendent, head basketball coach, COVID had to make it a very, very interesting year.
You know, I do have some abilities that are positive, and one of those is that I'm able to block out the bad. And I kind of, don't even measure that in or factor that in to last year, honestly. But it was a huge factor. It was a lot to deal with. Jamie was a great partner to deal with that. She's also our elementary principal. Sean White being our high school principal. The board was great to work with and trusted us. And that was tough to go through, and still dealing with it a little bit, but it's been pretty smooth this year so far.
Knock on Formica.
Yeah.
We just kind of keep it going. And
yes.
I want to talk about your football program a little bit because you guys were sitting 5-0, and you are giving a very good Pioneer team a heck of a first half. You've got so many kids, so many freshmen and sophomores that are playing in huge roles.
And I'm limited. My dad was a head football coach. My granddad was a football coach. I mean, I love football. It's my favorite sport to watch, but limited knowledge in reality. But in my mind going in this year, I kind of felt like we were a year or two away, even though we had really good leadership with Todd Dante and David Nagel and Carson Skunek and Solomon Bishop, but those veteran guys. But we just had so many young guys, I just wasn't sure what to expect. They're exceeding my expectations in many ways. And that's a tribute to our coaching staff, Coach Hughes. I mean, and it's a huge tribute to him because and it shows what someone that is all the way in can do. And he is a Garber guy through and through, deep roots here. He loves our school. He loves our community. He loves this program. He's also our baseball coach. And he just puts in the time. He's a positive guy. I really love our entire football staff, just really good guys, all pulling in the same direction. It's great to see.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about some of the other extracurriculars, that Garber band, and everything else you have going on here. Go ahead and tell me about some of that stuff that some of those kids need to get some pub.
Well, we basically won state in band last year. Jackson Anderson was our band director. We have a new one this year. Really encouraged by what I see with him, Zach Fisher. Lots of tradition there. You see the home of champions on a lot of things, our marquee and on the side of the gym. Everybody thinks that's an athletic deal. That's not. It's our ag program. Way back 80 years ago, we went up to the American Royal and we won steer. We won the hog. We won everything, and that's where we got our name, home of champions. Our ag program is a monster. It's really number one here. A lot of people don't realize that, especially in the athletic world, but we're an ag school, and very proud of that program. And we're activity driven. Our academics always do well, but our kids are involved in so much, and kids that are involved are more successful academically as well.
How has enrollment been over the years? Are you pretty stable numbers-wise?
Yeah, I mean, we dipped just like everybody else to stay a little bit last year, but less than most people. We've been growing. We were about 360 total students when I got here. This is my 7th year. It's hard to believe.
Wow.
But we're at about 420, a little, maybe slightly more than that.
And that's K to 12, K-12?
Pre-K through 12. Yeah. So we've grown, 60 or so students in the last 7 years. So we're on the upswing. I think that speaks volumes. Just people want to be here, and it's a good place to be.
Well, speaking of people wanting to be here, I get a chance to pick my games every week. They let me kind of have a little carte blanche on that, and that's why I'm here, because I love 8-man football. It's fun to call, and no better place to do it than Warrendale Stadium in Garber with the great lights in the night stadium. I can see everything, and got a good ball game too.
We do. I'm pumped that it's a competitive game, and it feels good, 5-0. Proud of this football program, proud of the kids.
Will Jones, the superintendent here at Garber High School, or Garber Schools in general, and I'm not going to call him basketball coach anymore. He is the superintendent. We'll take a break and be right back. We do have a good ball game. 16-14, Pioneer leads Garber, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Score, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The team of experienced and caring professionals at Garland Road Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is dedicated to providing you or your loved one with comprehensive, personalized, compassionate care. We offer short-term and long-term care and inpatient-outpatient rehabilitation services that can meet your specific needs. Visit our website at garlandroad.com to learn more about our compassionate care.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Brian Bishop was born and raised in Enid and has raised his incredible family in the area as well. His youngest boys attend Garber Public Schools, which of course makes him an avid supporter of all Garber Wolverines athletics. In addition to his diverse background, Brian has been blessed to serve in ministry for most of his adult life as well. He is now thrilled to have the opportunity to join Blevins & Co. Realty and serve the great people of Northwest Oklahoma with all of their real estate needs. So contact Brian Bishop today at 580-297-5010.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Halftime in Garber, 16-14. Pioneer leads Garber in this big B7 district opener in Class B. And we are so glad to have you along for the ride. Let's go back and recap the first half, which will be a good public service because we missed a lion's share of the second quarter with some streaming issues. So if you're just getting in with us, we'll go back and recap it. And Pioneer got the ball to start on their opening drive. They turned it over, set up Garber at their own 36-yard line. About a minute and a half into the contest, they drove down 12 plays, covered 64 yards in 5 minutes and 29 seconds, and it was Brett Howry to Mark Bishop with the 4-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion pass was good to Solomon Bishop, made it 8-0 with 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Pioneer with an answer as Garber tried an onside kick. The ball did not, it went 9 yards, it needed to go 10, so Pioneer took over in Garber territory at the 49-yard line. They scored in 5 plays, and in a minute and 18 seconds was the fullback Rafael Torres from 1 yard out. The 2-point conversion run was taken into the end zone by Caden Humphreys, and that tied the ball game up at 8 with 3:56 to play in the first quarter. Garber had an answer as they scored in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter, capping an 8-play, 60-yard drive in just a minute 56. And it was Brett Howry finding David Nagel for a 7-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion was no good, and that will turn out to be the difference in the ball game so far. 1:53 to play in the first quarter. It's 14-8 Garber. The teams exchanged possessions. Both went forward on 4th down and came up empty. Garber took over on their own 41-yard line, went 59 yards in a minute and 2 seconds, 3 plays, and it was Leighton Parker scoring from 3 yards out. He got the 2-point conversion run. This happened with 6:32 to play in the first half, and that gave Pioneer their first lead of the ball game at 16-14. And then we had a punt and a couple of empty possessions where Garber went for it on 4th down and came up empty, and then Pioneer had the ball as the first half ran out. First half numbers, first of all, for the visitors from Pioneer, 25 rushes for 195 yards. Leading the way, Caden Humphreys has 8 carries for 122. Leighton Parker has 9 carries for 60 yards. Through the air, Ty Parker's 1 for 3 for 29 yards. The one completion was to Dakota Wingo there late in that first half. So 28 offensive plays for Pioneer in the first half for 224 yards. For Garber, 13 rushes for 74 yards. Pydante Chester has 7 carries for 39. The quarterback, Brett Howry, 3 carries for 25 to lead the way. Through the air, Brett Howry's 19 of 30 passing for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ty Chester has 7 catches for 41 yards. David Nagel has 5 catches for 66 and a touchdown. And Mark Bishop has a 2-yard touchdown reception. And then, David Nagel with the 7-yard reception. So 19 of 30 for 180 through the air, 74 on the ground, 43 offensive plays for 254 yards of offense for Garber in the first half. And on the scoreboard, it is 16-14, the 2-point lead for the Mustangs from Pioneer. We'll take a break and be right back. Your second half is coming up. We hope you stay with us. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry.
According to somebody, guys said having problems
we handle
on every
everything
game,
from
just
adult
not
and children's
Pioneer
eye
versus
exams
Garber.
to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580.
I didn't know if that was.
The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Go ahead and bring it back after this one right here. Bring it back.
We've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we're here to help.
We are just about ready for the second half. Before we get to it, let's check the Squirtle scoreboard in Class B. We'll tell you that Waurika and Cyril are tied at 14 in the third quarter. Wetumpka over Waletka, 16-0, that ball game in the third. Drumright, no problem with Prue tonight, 44-18 at the half. Velma Alma over Strother, 47-6. That ball game is at the half. Wilson, 22, Hollis 6 in the third quarter. Davenport shutting out Foyle in the second quarter. That game probably will get over at halftime, 48-0. Summit Christian over Arcoma, 23-8. Shattuck, no trouble with Turpin in the third quarter, 40-6. Dewar over Porham, 83-6. And that's a final score. That game must have ended at halftime, I assume. Empire over Tipton, 22-6. Here's a great ball game. Balco Forgan over Laverne, 22-20 at the half. Snyder over Central Marlow, 28-8. Barnsdall leads Olive. This is a district game here in B7, 22-16. Regent Prep over Depew, 49-0. Covington Douglas just down the road over Yale, 30-12. That's a B7 game too. And Southwest Covenant trailing Caddo, 28-12. Keota leads Gans, 36-0. Sealing over Canton, 24-0. Pond Creek Hunter over Quinlan Hillsdale, 28-0. Ringwood leads O'Keene 28-8 in the third quarter. Cave Springs over Watts 36-6. Cherokee and Wacomas. Cherokee wins 36-30. and Alec over Braid Doyle. The Donkeys go down 62-6, and we are ready for the third quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, glad to be with you at Warrendale Stadium in Garber, and a great second half we expect as the little squib kick is covered at the 37-yard line. So Garber will take over first down and 10, and the line of scrimmage will be the 37-yard line. If you're just joining us, the quarterback for Garber, Brett Howry, the freshman, got off to a 13-for-13 passing start, but then he went to about, 12 straight incompletions at one point in the second quarter. Ended up being 19 of 31 in the first half passing. And on first down, it'll pass out to the left side, is caught for some minimal yardage. That is Sullivan Bishop with the catch. And he will gain one.
Gain of 1 on the play. Second down and 9
for Bishop. It's his fourth catch of the ball game. So second down and 9, and here's your quarterback, Howry. He'll want to run. Flag flies behind him. Somebody held most likely as he rolled out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And they'll mark him back. There's your hold. So that will get Garber off of schedule. Back to the 34-yard line. And it will be second down at about 15 or 16 or so, maybe 17 yards. But the man in motion, Howry to throw. Right side, boy, there is Ty Dante Chester for the first down. As they found him in space, and he was able to rumble down to the 49-yard line, picking up 15. Move the chains, first down. Ty Dante's 8th catch of the contest, right at the midfield stripe. Hand off this time to Ty Dante Chester, and he will go nowhere. Robert Newberg. They had Robert Newberg at linebacker when we saw them a couple weeks ago. He's now playing defensive end. No gain brings up second down and 10. Just underway in the third quarter, 10:45 to play. Garber with the ball, trailing by 2. There's a short pass caught out left side and some running room to Solomon Bishop. Down to the 41. So pick up 9.
Brought down by number 11, Robert Newberg.
Robert Newberg with the stop. Back-to-back tackles for him. Bishop's 5th catch, third down and short. Bootleg around the right side, and there goes Brett Howry out of bounds, first down inside the 35-yard line. Looks like they will mark him right at the 35, gain of 6. You know, Brett Howry coming into the ballgame, 20 carries for 47 yards rushing. He's shown that he's got some wheels and he can run the football tonight, first down and 10. Put the man in motion from left to right, and a couple of guys in the offensive line jumped. I'm going to ask, they think they were drawn off, but now mark it back 5 yards. Be first down and 15. Back at the 40.
Penalty will go against Garber. First down and 15 for the Wolverines.
You have got to give Garber a lot of credit. They are playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and this Pioneer team has a lot of experience. Left side out in the flat, there's Ty Dante Chester, and he'll rumble down to the 30-yard line, picking up 10.
Chester for Garber. Brought down by number 2, Leighton Parker from the Mustangs.
Leighton Parker, safety comes up and makes the stop. Take it back the cornerback. So down to the 30.
And 5 for the Mustangs. Correction, for the Wolverines.
So 2nd down and 5, empty the backfield. Try to lay it out there right side for David Nagel. Nagel, he hitched up and went sailing over his head, incomplete. So that'll be 3rd down and about 5 or so.
3rd down and 5 for Garber.
Tell you what, a couple of good ball games going on Squirtle Pater tonight. This one and that Balco Laverne game. Oh boy, I tell you what, wide open across the middle was Carson Skuvanek, but Howery was getting pressured and lobbed it just a little bit too much, and Skuvanek couldn't run under it as he was just trying to make something happen. He was ad-libbing, and it will now be 4th down and 5. So 4th and 5 for Garber at the Pioneer 30. They got to get inside the 25 to move the chains. Pump fake. Flush left. Now going back to his right. Across the middle. Threw it up behind the intended receiver. Incomplete as he was trying to find David Nagel. And Pioneer will take over on downs.
Mustangs will take possession 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Pioneer will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30. They'll start this drive with 9 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, leading by 2.
Trying to get Laverne and Balco up and going. Had about 10,000 viewers watching that game. We had issues with the internet and then having issues with some audio.
Stepping out of a tackle is Caden Humphreys, and across the 40-yard line out to the 43. It's like they'll mark him down at they'll put it at the 43-yard line, a gain of 13.
Pioneer will have a 1st down at their own 43-yard line.
So move the chains. Yeah, we got a couple of great ball games going on right now in Class B. This one and the Balco Forgan Laverne game. Both are on their Squirtle Pay Dirt. 1st down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Humphreys again tries to hold on to that football, and he's tackled across midfield and down to the 40-yard line. And it was David Nagel saving the touchdown. A 17-yard gash.
Those holes just, as they wear on you, just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And as we know, Humphreys doesn't need much room to get going. So
he's up over 150 yards rushing, 10 carries for 152.
Man.
And you talk about a team that can pound you. That's what Pioneer can do. They can wear you down, and there goes Leighton Parker finding some running room, and he stays on his feet, steps out of a tackle, and inside the 20-yard line down to the 18. So he'll pick up 22 as they're pounding him right now on this drive.
And I like what they do. I like how Overstreet mixes up the power and the speed. Obviously, we know that Humphreys has speed too, but, Parker is a different type tailback, more versatile, kind of quicker.
Give it to Parker up the middle. He's tiptoeing across the 15-yard line, that he was popped pretty hard.
Tackled by number 4, Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop on the stop for the Wolverines.
2nd down.
Mark it at the 11-yard line, so he picks up 7, so it's 2nd down and 3.
There's the Utah play.
Parker again, and he'll get the 1st down. And it will be 1st and goal now.
So that's a common play you see in 8-man a lot, Tom. What they're doing is they're going to block down and they're going to kick out with the lead blocker, and that's a tough play to stop, especially if you have them outnumbered on that side of the field.
5-yard gain. 94 yards on 12 rushes for Leighton Parker in the ball game. 1st and goal from the 6. Time they'll give it to Humphreys, and Humphreys into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneer. And now the Mustangs, a big 2-point conversion right here could put them up 2 possessions as they now lead 22-14.
That was big possession here. 3rd quarter for Pioneer. Obviously, this is a big stop for Garber.
Garber seems like they've had some momentum, kind of the underdog in this game in the first half, but Pioneer with a great drive to start the 3rd quarter.
Nice stop there by Chester.
And that's a big stop,
yes,
because it keeps it a 1-possession game at 22-14. Timeout on the field, 7:23 to play in the 3rd. It's an 8-point lead for Pioneer at 22-14. You're watching the game of the week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities, because we're in your communities, with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Phones, which you would think you would know to plug that into. Phones. And then they say mic, which that says mic. It's not real hard, especially if you're confused.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life.
You call games with
now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Playing for the early lead in Class B District 7, and Pioneer scores on a 6-play, 70-yard drive in 1:50 as Caden Humphreys from 6 yards out. The 2-point conversion, no good, was a big stop for Garber to keep it a 1-possession game. 22-14 with 7:23 to play in the 3rd quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you and the Scortal crew. Bryce Miller, our producer engineer tonight.
I'm on tech support.
You are on tech support. That's why you've not been saying much. It's putting out fires for Adam Dieselhorst tonight. As that kick was covered, the squib covered by an up man. That is Dayton Thrower.
Ethan's never going to be allowed to go to a bachelor party again.
He has got to be with us on Friday night. So now Garber, big possession for them as they've struggled since the end of the 1st quarter, basically. 7:23 is when they'll start this drive. Down by 8. Howry's going to hand off to Dante Chester, and Chester will pick up about 4 or 5 or so across the 40-yard line. Oh, mark him out of the 42, gaining 4.
Tackle by number 62, Will De La Torre. Gain of 3 on the run, 2nd down and 7.
Second down and 7. Howry flushed right, trying to make something happen. He'll end up picking up a yard or 2.
Number 11, Brett Howry on the quarterback keeper.
Out to the 44, so he'll give him 2. Oh, they're going to say a loss of 1. Say he stepped out before he turned the corner, so back to the 40-yard line.
3rd down and 7 for Garber.
So now it's 3rd down and 7. And since Garber scored with 1:53 to play in the first half, they've really struggled to move the football offensively. That ball's caught. Second effort gets near the sticks.
I think he's going to be really close, Tom.
Solomon Bishop struggled and worked to get the 1st down yardage, but he's going to be about a half a yard short, if that much. Out to the 48, he'll gain 8.
And I don't know if Chester is banged up or hurt, but he's been over here on the sideline this whole offensive possession.
4th down and inches. You'd want him in the ball game right now on 4th and very short. Check to the sideline, look at the wrist. Handoff, 1st down yardage. That's a powerful run right there by Nate Moore, it's only his second carry of the night, but that's a big one. Across midfield to the 48-yard line, a big 4-yard burst to move the chains for Moore. His 21st carry of the season. First down and 10 as Garber keeps the drive alive. Out to Tydante Chester. Chester finally dragged down from behind by Newberg. And down to the 45-yard line. I believe they're going to mark it at the 44, so a gain of 6. Chester, 10 catches tonight. He had 5 coming in for the whole season. So you can tell Coy Hughes switched up the game plan tonight against really the best, by far the best team they've played this year. Near sideline, Solomon Bishop has it. Nope, incomplete. Tell you what, that post was right in my way. I thought he had it, and then the post got in the way.
Well, he jumped up and he had it, and then when he turned to tuck it away, I think the defender was right there, and the ball kind of bounced a little bit off his shoulder pad. So good defensive play there by Pioneer. Heck of a throw.
So now 3rd down and 6.
3rd down for Garber.
And it carried about 2 yards shy of the first down. And that was Mark Bishop, his 3rd carry of the night. Set Lopez on the stop, a gain of 3. Brings up 4th down and 2. And it's a long 2, about 2.5. As we'll tick down to 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, the 8-point lead for Pioneer. Tydante Chester, first down. Down to the 37, picking up 4. He's got 10 carries now for 47 yards, so he's get it to David Nagel this time. And Nagel inside the 30-yard line. Like I said in the first half, David Nagel, a big target, 6'4", 175. Down to the 28-yard line that time, a gain of 9. Nagel's 6th catch. And now Howry is sacked behind the line of scrimmage by Set Lopez.
I think he didn't run the right play there, obviously. It's a big
back
loss.
Back to the 33, he loses 5.
You know, Chester's just spent over there on the sideline, and they really need him out there in the game right now in this drive.
Definitely 2-down territory, as it's been all night for Garber. They don't need to get the whole enchilada right here. Howry trying to buy some time, directing traffic. Now he wants to run, chased down from behind at the 30. He'll pick up about half of what's needed to bring up 4th down and 3.
Well, he didn't see, but actually when he was looking to the right side of the field, he had Skuvanek open kind of in the flats, but I think he was kind of blocked by a defender.
So now it's 4th down and a long 2 again. That's a catch. That's a nice catch made for 1st down yardage. Carson Skuvanek had a man draped all over him. The ball deflected up into the air, and he caught the deflection. So down to the 24, picks up 6 yards, a big 6-yard gain for Skuvanek. It is his 3rd catch. And on 1st down, not a whole lot there on that carry. That's Carson Bishop, his 19th carry of the season, his 1st of the night. No gain on the play. This has been a long drive. This is the 15th play of this drive, 2nd and 10. To the end zone, one-on-one coverage. And a catch and a touchdown. Solomon Bishop going high to reel it in. As he went up over the top and reels it in. Garber is within 2 of tying this one up. A 29-yard touchdown pass. Spinning. I don't think the handoff was there, but the quarterback, Howery, will. Was it Howery? I believe it was. Nope, I take it back. The carry for the 2-point conversion is David Nagel. So tied at 22. We'll take a break. 2:19 to play, third quarter. You're watching the Game of the Week on Score, presented by High Plains Insurance.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
That was a 15-play drive. 30-yard touchdown pass from Brett Howery to Solomon Bishop, and the 2-point conversion run by David Nagel. We're tied at 22. That kick into the end zone.
Mustangs will have the ball, first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Pioneer now with 2:19 to play in the third quarter will try to put together an answer. This drive will start at the 20-yard line. And on first down, the quarterback sneak is pushing the pile forward is Ty Parker. And he'll pick up 6 or 7 yards. Tackled by Nagel.
Tackled by number 12, David Nagel for the Wolverines.
So a gain on the play of 7 makes it second down and a long 3. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. We are tied at 22. Not a whole lot there on that carry by Leighton Parker. Solomon Bishop on the stop and David Nagel, but he will pick up out to the 29-yard line, gaining 2 to bring up third down and about 2 yards to go. And we are having fun as the Garber defense trying to get the home fans on their feet to make some noise on third down and short. The tie-dye formation. Parker up under center. Handed off to Humphreys, and Humphreys across the 30-yard line. The second effort will get it. He needed about 1.5 yards, and he picked up 2. Out to the 31. Nagel with the stop. So they will stop the clock while they set the chains, when they put it back in motion while you're under 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Each team has scored a touchdown here in the third quarter. Garber with a 2-point conversion. That is the difference. Now we're tied. Around the right side, there goes Humphreys. 45-yard line to the 50 as he's just using his forearm to push off defenders before he's pushed out of bounds by Nagel. But a good gain of 19 yards.
First down and 10 for Pioneer at the 50-yard line.
He's got 179 rushing yards on 13 carries. And the ball is right at the midfield stripe. Give it to Parker this time. He'll pick up a couple, that's about it. Leading the way, Sullivan Bishop on the tackle. Down to the 48-yard line to bring up second down and 8. That should be the final play of the third quarter. Yep, Pioneer's going to head over to their sideline to talk about it. And we'll go to the fourth. Garber and Pioneer tied at 22, 12 minutes to play. Don't touch that dial, or whatever you call it on live streams. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The team of experienced and caring professionals at Garland Road Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is dedicated to providing you or your loved one with comprehensive, personalized, compassionate care. We offer short-term and long-term care and inpatient-outpatient rehabilitation services that can meet your specific needs. Visit our website at garlandroad.com to learn more about our compassionate care.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst putting up 4 fingers as we go to the fourth quarter. And we are right where we started, tied at 22.
This is amazing.
Been a great ball game. I'll be honest with you. I thought Pioneer had the horses to get this done. This has been quite an effort by this very young Garber team. They've got some experience in some key positions, but they're counting on freshmen to do a lot as well. Second down and 8. And on second down, they'll give it to Humphreys again. He'll get down near first down yardage at the 40-yard line, picking up 8. And he's racked up now up to 180 yards rushing tonight.
It's just, power run. But give them credit. That's what they're good at, and they stick to their guns. And I would keep doing it if you're getting 9 yards of chop, right?
Boy, that last drive for Garber, 15 plays, 62 yards. They took 5 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock and then got the 2-point conversion to tie it up. Just a key drive that pretty much took care of the second half of the third quarter. First down and 10 at the 40. Pioneer looking for the tiebreaker. Humphreys again.
Ooh, big
and
run.
He stays on his feet across the 35-yard line, finally taken down at about the 33, picking up 7. Hard, tough yards for Caden Humphreys. Tell you what, the last 2 weeks for him, he had kind of a picnic putting up big numbers the first couple of weeks, but boy, Laverne 2 weeks ago and Garber tonight, it has been a slog.
Oh, boot. Big
Bootleg
play
around
call.
the left side. Parker, first down yardage and more down to the 17-yard line before he's pushed out. That was a great call by Gus Overstreet.
I like that play call. They had everybody going one direction. It's good play action there, too.
So down to the 17. A gain of 16. Pioneer putting together a drive. This drive started back at the 20-yard line.
You know, one other thing to consider, too, Tom, Garber has not played their varsity guys have not played a full game all year.
You're right.
Pioneer, you know, I know at least the Laverne game for sure they have, and you can see them just a little bit tired.
Here's the 10th play of this drive. Pitch right. Leighton Parker
Good
bounces
run.
outside. He ran right into, I believe it was Solomon Bishop, and then a late flag. I think Coy Hughes got into Mark Harmon's ear, or Mark Hoffman, excuse me. Mark Harmon, the actor, yeah.
And former coach.
That's right. You're exactly right.
Might have gotten in his ear, too.
Might have gotten in
his
his ear
son's
as well.
out there on the
betcha.
field coaching.
You're exactly right. You say Mark Harmon, and first thing should have been the legendary coach here, and I'm thinking Hollywood. Yeah, this will be a personal foul against Pioneer after the play. So they'll get the first down, mark it back to the 28.
Pioneer will have the ball at the Garber 28-yard line.
And it will be first down and about 20.
I mean, how long has Mr. Hoffman been calling games? It's pretty impressive. Him and Mr. Darrell Centers down there, they've been calling games. They called my games in junior high.
Mark Hoffman was telling me 10 years ago, I think it's time to retire. Handoff this time, Dakota Wingo getting the carry. And he stopped over there by Solomon Bishop.
Good tackle by Solomon coming up, being physical. You like to see that.
He gained 7.
Caught the ball at the Garber 21-yard line.
Wingo's first carry tonight. There's third down and 3. No, third down and 13. Third and 13, my mistake. Parker to throw.
Got a lot of time.
Looking left. Now he wants to run.
Ooh.
And he'll lower the shoulder down to the 10. And I believe he'll be about a yard short of the first down. They're going to mark it just inside the 10-yard line. But, boy, I tell you what, third and 13 is going to turn into 4th and 1.
Fourth down and 2 for Pioneer.
So 4th down and a long one, almost 2. And the Wolverines on the near sideline are trying to get the crowd into it. They want their fans right below us to make some noise. 4th and 2 at the 10. And before we get it, timeout on the field. We'll take a break. 8:39 to play in the fourth quarter, tied at 22. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Brian Bishop was born and raised in Enid and has raised his incredible family in the area as well. His youngest boys attend Garber Public Schools, which of course makes him an avid supporter of all Garber Wolverines athletics. In addition to his diverse background, Brian has been blessed to serve in ministry for most of his adult life as well. He is now thrilled to have the opportunity to join Blevins & Co. Realty and serve the great people of Northwest Oklahoma with all of their real estate needs. So contact Brian Bishop today at 580-297-5010.
4th down and 2 for Pioneer at the Garber 10. Tied at 22, 8:39 to play in the ball game. Parker up the middle, first down to about the 5 or maybe a little inside the 5. Mark it right at the 5-yard line. Gain of 5.
And I like that play call by Overstreet. You add an additional blocker when you're running with the quarterback, and good play call.
So now it's 1st and goal. This drive started back at the 20-yard line, and Ty Parker into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneer.
This will be big here. Obviously being able to stop the conversion. A great answer by Pioneer.
They go on top 28-22. Big 2-point conversion for both teams.
They're going to run power sweep by the quarterback. Oh, little pop pass.
Wants a little throw it, right side, ball caught. They don't complete many passes. That is a big one to Newberg. And that'll make it 30-22. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Well, Garber had scored in a 15-play, 5-minute drive. Pioneer answered with a 14-play, 80-yard, 6-minute, and 5-second drive, capped by Ty Parker's 5-yard touchdown run in the big 2-point conversion. Parker to Robert Newberg, and it's 30-22. Squib kick takes a high hop. Nagel comes up with it. Has some running room across the 40-yard line. Garber's going to have pretty good field position. They will start the drive at about the 44.
And he comes out with a leg cramp, too. Trainer might want to help him over there. It is locked up.
So this drive will start with 8:09 to play in the contest. Garber with the ball, trailing by 8. No matter what happens in this contest, Garber win or lose, they have showed the state a lot tonight. Pass out left side, Tydante Chester.
Oh.
To the 50-yard line, he fumbles the football out of bounds.
He was kind of holding it out loosely.
Yep. Good gain, first down yardage down to the 43. As he will pick up 13. Chester now with 11 catches. He had 5 catches on the year coming in. He has 11 in this game.
Now, this is an interesting formation here. That
a power pistol, they hand off to Chester. We'll pick up a couple to the 41.
And off goes to number 23, Ty Chester. Brought down by number 51, Seth Lopez of the Mustangs.
Seth Lopez with the stop.
Gain of 2 on the run.
Second down and 8. Tick, 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 tick. 7:40 to play. Of course, if I'm Garber, I want as much time to come off that clock as possible, go in and score, get the 2-point conversion, and hope the Pioneer doesn't have a chance to answer. Pioneer's not really a team that's built for the 2-minute offense. They want to run it right at you, ground and pound, as Gus Overton says, or Gus Overton.
Nice ball.
Gus Overstreet. There's a catch to Mark Bishop. That's his 3rd catch of the night. Take it back, his 4th catch of the night. Down to the 32, he picks up 9. First and 10. Fake the give, and there's your quarterback, Howery, realizing he's not going to get to the edge, and he says, get me out of here.
Yeah, and that was a great job of staying home by Pioneer there. Fantastic job defensively by Dakota Wingo there. They got him a couple times on that run play, faking the inside handoff, but you know what? Haven't had a lot of success running with the tailbacks tonight.
We talked about how he got off to the 13 for 13 start, then he went 0 for 10. Now, he steps out of the sack, throws it across the middle,
Whoa.
and it is caught.
Wow.
At the 25. Another catch by Mark Bishop. Gain of 11. Brings up 3rd down and 3, but he's now completed his last 6 passes. Tries to get to the edge this time, gets the first down before he's run out of bounds by Rowdy Hoy. As he'll step out at the 17 after gaining 8. Fun one here in Garber. Nothing has been decided. Howery out on the left side, gets it into the hands of Solomon Bishop. Another catch for Solomon. Short gain down to the 11, gaining 6. Bishop has 8 catches tonight. This time
Nice.
they will hand it off up the middle. And pushing the pile is Carson Bishop, another freshman, getting a big carry right there. Down to the 9, picks up 2. So it's 3rd down and 2 now, as we'll tick under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Garber down by 8, trying to even it up right here. Left side. Down to the 5, which should be enough for the first down. And another catch to Solomon Bishop. Newberg with the stop. They'll mark it down to the 6-yard line. .548, 5:47, 5:46 to play. The clock ticks, 1st and goal from the 6. Power pistol formation. They'll hand it off to Tydante Chester. There's a big hole.
Got it.
And he will use the second effort, then a late flag. A flag comes in as he falls across the goal line. Official will come over and discuss it with Coy Hughes. It's a big call right here. Face mask against Pioneer. Yeah, touchdown.
They'll take it on the kickoff, obviously.
Yep. So Ty Chester will score from 6 yards out.
This is obviously a big play here.
30-28, they go for 2 in the tie with 5.5 to play. Back left corner of the end zone. Did he reel it in? He did for
wow.
the 2-point conversion. Another huge catch by Solomon Bishop. Tied at 30, we'll take a break. 5.5 to play. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Well, I didn't pay to get in, but I would have. This has been worth the price of admission. A 10-play, 56-yard drive in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Ty Chester scores from 6 yards out, but the big two-point conversion hookup from Howery to Solomon Bishop, and we're tied at 30. And now Pioneer, it's on you to show us what you can do.
You never have to pay on Squirtle, Tom.
You're exactly right. People watching at home.
Ooh.
Pooch kick. Fair catch called for. That's a very heady play right there by Dakota Wingo to call for the fair catch, and Pioneer will get it at the 40-yard line.
You know, and that's a situation, too, where they've been able to kick the ball deep, and you kind of feel with 5.5 minutes to go, you probably want to put the leg behind Chester there, but, you know, they about caught him off guard. I mean, I don't know if that ball was supposed to be kicked in that style.
Well, they've got the 3 kickers, and they each do it a different way, so you would think that they did what they're supposed to do.
There it is.
First
big
down.
Run.
There goes Leighton Parker.
Oh, look
Bounces
at
into the secondary. Watch the speed. Can Solomon Bishop run him down? No, he can't. Touchdown.
Number 2, Leighton Parker for the Mustang touchdown.
60 yards. Leighton Parker exploded.
Man.
And Solomon Bishop almost ran him down, but he pushed him at the last second, tried to knock him down and push him into the end zone, basically.
You know, we didn't have a lot of scoring early on in this game. We wondered both these teams explosive offensively, and now it just, you look up there and it's, you know, 36-30 with, you know, still 5 minutes to go in this game.
All right, big two-point conversion.
Got it.
Tie to Leighton, and Leighton's in for 2. 38-30 Pioneer. 5:22 to play. Let's take a break and be right back. All right, Garber, it's your turn. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
.522 to play in the ball game. Pioneer back on top, 38-30. One play, 60-yard drive, 11 seconds. Leighton Parker to the house. And then it was Leighton Parker with a two-point conversion. Talking to Coy Hughes this week, and he told me he was the head coach, of course, at Wacomas before he came over here, and a Garber native. This is the 5th time he's coached against Pioneer. The first time he's coached against them when he's been at the home team. All 4 matchups, all at Pioneer over the last few years.
Isn't that crazy how that works?
Uh-huh. So they're putting on a show here. Now they'll go kick us deep and take it at the 10-yard line. Angling toward the near sideline is Bishop, and he'll get across the 20-yard line out to the 22. That is Mark Bishop on the return. So first down and 10. Garber 78 yards away with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to play. They're going to say the 23-yard line, so they're only 77 yards away. But okay, these freshmen, they've been growing up a lot this year. They're about to grow up right now if they can march Garber down and get a tying touchdown in the final 5 minutes.
Well, and I think that situation there, they had a kick return set up, but I think they probably would have been better off just having Bishop return it and get upfield as quick as he could.
Howry across the middle. Boy, I tell you what, you got that 6'4" wideout going across the middle. He's a big target. And Nagel with the catch picks up 8 to the 31.
Covered up by number 5, Caden Humphreys of the Mustangs.
Caden Humphreys with the tackle.
Second down and 1 for Garber.
8-yard hookup.
Ooh.
Chester for the first down. Taken down by the combination of Keegan Beaver and also Robert Newberg, but enough for the first down to the 39-yard line, a gain of 7.
And they had him outnumbered there that time on that run play. That was a great run play.
He'll take the knee as things were beginning to break down around him. I guarantee you that's what you want your freshman quarterback to do. You don't want him to do something he doesn't feel comfortable doing with the game on the line.
Well, in a lot of situations like that, too, when you see freshmen trying to make big plays, they end up throwing the ball to somebody else or fumbling. I think you like that there.
Left side, get it in the hands of Nagel, but not a whole lot there. Newberg over there.
Howry's pass complete to number 12, David Nagel.
Out to the 41. He'll pick up 2.
Third down and 8 for Garber.
So now it is third down and 8. 3.5 minutes to play. It's 2 down territory for the Wolverines, down by a touchdown. Here comes the blitz and hammered from behind. The big sack. That's Rowdy Hoy. Rowdy Hoy takes him down back at the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. Loss of 6, and now it's fourth down and long.
That's a situation there, too, where Pioneer brought some pressure, and that was one of the first times it didn't seem as if, though.
Haven't seen it much.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at fourth down and 13. Under 3 minutes to play. Garber needs to convert right here. Garber has 2 timeouts left. Here they come again. Near sideline, Solomon Bishop. Coy Hughes, they wanted the flag for interference. And Pioneer will take over.
Now Coy's going to get a flag thrown on him.
So now with 2:34 to play, Garber has 2 timeouts. Pioneer gets a first down, and they're heading back to out there in the country east of Waukomis with the W.
And you add 15 yards onto that, too. It's going to put, obviously, Pioneer into the pay dirt, as we would say.
Oh, they did give him the penalty.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike, yeah.
After the penalty is marked off, Pioneer will have the ball first down and 10.
So Pioneer will start this drive at the Garber 20. One timeout or one first down can put this one away. And there's 5 yards easily as Somebody on that defensive line jumped in and made contact, so it'll be 1st down and 5 now. Okay.
Good job there by Gus, taking advantage of their emotions.
They'll move it down to the 15. Okay, Adam, what do you do here? You've got, the 14-point rule. You're in district play now. If you're Pioneer, I think you stick this one in to get try to get the district points.
100%. You make sure you hold on to the ball while you're doing it.
Yep, no doubt about it. So from the 15-yard line, right up the middle for short yardage. There's Leighton Parker, who's been big in this 4th quarter.
Gain of 3 on the run, 2nd down and 2 for Pioneer.
He picked up 3 down to the 12-yard line. Clock rolling, will go under 2 minutes to play. 15 seconds on the play clock, and Pioneer is going to milk this play clock down. Leighton Parker bounces to the outside, touchdown. To the edge, to the corner, touchdown. And there's your point spread. There's your district points. Leighton Parker, another rushing touchdown for him, his 3rd of the ball game as he scores from 12 yards out.
They make it so tough on you. You know, they run that power lead play, and a lot of times with their physicality, you can just get up in the hole quick. And what Leighton Parker does a good job of is when he finds that outside crease, he takes it, and he is fast.
Football's fumbled. Ty Parker picks it up, and he'll be tackled. 1:46 to play. 44-30 the score. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
A 2-touchdown lead now for the Mustangs, 44-30 with a minute 46 to play in the ball game. 2-play 20-yard drive. It took 48 seconds. Leighton Parker scores from 12 yards out. The 2-point conversion run, no good. So now Pioneer will give the ball back to Garber as they'll try to make something happen in a hurry, score, get an onside kick, and see what happens after that.
Yeah, good idea squibbing. I did not want to squib to him, though.
Picked up by Nagel across the 40-yard line. So from the 42, that's where this drive will start.
Yeah, and obviously you're going to air it out here if you're Garber. Try to get something quick, like you said, Tom, and then obviously take a risk on the onside kick.
Brett Howery has thrown the ball 51 times tonight. 51
goodness.
Attempts.
For how many yards?
I'll have to figure it out, but I will do that in the post game. There's a lot of numbers there. I have to start counting on fingers and toes.
You need to ice his arm, isn't he?
He'll throw again.
Ooh.
Nice gain of 8 yards. That's Mark Bishop with another catch, his 5th. He picks up 9. I take it back. He picks up about 7. Give him 8. We'll split the difference and give him 8. And on the near side, here comes Tydante Chester. Chester down to the 40.
And you see his running ability there. There's just runs very upright, but players just bouncing off of him.
So Chester for 7. 1:12, 1:13 to play. The clock is stopped as he got out of bounds. On the jet sweep, trying to get to the edge this time is Mark Bishop. He'll turn it up and get out of bounds to stop the clock again.
Maybe a late hit over there.
He was knocked out at the 35, and if it is a late hit, that'll move it down to the 20.
And that's the last thing you want if you're Pioneer is tacking on additional yardage.
Easy yardage if that's the case.
Personal foul called against the Mustangs after the penalty.
So down to the 20-yard line after the penalty.
We've seen stranger things happen, Tom.
Oh, yeah. They get in here in the next 20 seconds or so, and an onside kick goes their way.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Little draw play, but boy, Pioneer stayed home. I think it was Newberg who stayed home and made the tackle. Yep. And Ty Chester for a gain of, well, not much. About a yard and that, not even that. Garber will call it their last timeout. Take it back, they've got one more. We'll take a break. 1:02 to play in the ball game, 44-30 Pioneer. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Final 62 seconds here in Garber. They trail by 14, second down and 10 at the 20-yard line, at the Pioneer 20-yard line. To the end zone, near side, Solomon Bishop was covered nicely over there by Keegan Beaver. Now it'll be third down and 10. Clock stopped at 58.4 seconds.
Those wide receivers, they got to be tired. They have run a lot of routes tonight.
People are cramping up down on the field, and I'm cramping up here in the press box.
Didn't get you through your normal second quarter.
Exactly right.
Too much tech support going on.
Third down and 10. Howery steps up, and he's sacked. That was Seth Lopez with a sack. That's his second sack of the season. And now Garber will burn their last time out. So let's take another break. Pay a bill. 44-30 Pioneer. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
The team of experienced and caring professionals at Garland Road Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is dedicated to providing you or your loved one with comprehensive, personalized, compassionate care. We offer short-term and long-term care and inpatient-outpatient rehabilitation services that can meet your specific needs. Visit our website at garlandroad.com to learn more about our compassionate care.
They put some time on the clock, 55.5 seconds. It is third down and 10 for Garber at the 20-yard line of Pioneer. They trail by 14. So to keep some suspense up here, they need to score pretty quick. A 2-point conversion would help. And then an onside kick. But first things first is to get this touchdown. Don't forget, coming up, we got the scoreboard show. Game Day Oklahoma scoreboard show until midnight. That is a lot of fun to listen to. Those guys, they've got it going on.
Yeah, what a great partnership, too. Grant Merrill and the group down there at the franchise, they do a great job. They take it serious. Todd Heights, that whole family, the whole group of those radio networks that they got put together. And if you have not watched it or listened to it, you need to make sure you tune in. They cover all parts of the state, all classes, and have a lot of great special guests that come on. Well, Tom, I'm sure you'll be on tonight, so will Todd, a handful of other people. But, yeah, you definitely should tune in.
It's on Squirtle and one of 22 radio stations across the state. So no matter wherever you are, you can hear it. I know up here I get it on the franchise if I'm in my car, and then I get home and watch it on Squirtle. And they've got my number on speed dial now, so they'll have that. Starts at 10 o'clock and goes until midnight. I'm not even too sure what time it is, so about 20 minutes away before they get that one up and going.
Here comes that wind they were talking about.
Really the first time we've noticed it.
Yeah, well, they were calling.
Front's coming in.
They were calling for all sorts of wind and today, and I know that's tomorrow, but still, I hadn't seen it all day until today.
So 4th down and 10. Howry to the end zone. Going for the big man, and it's caught. It's dropped, but there's pass interference.
Definitely.
He had it in his hands but couldn't control it, but it's not going to matter as there was a chicken fight going on over there between that big old David Nagel at 6'4". And who was that? Was that Keegan Beaver over there again? I think it was.
Yeah, and he made a big defensive play on the possession before that. A lot of the fans thought maybe it was a pass interference, and they finally got that pass interference call.
So that should be an automatic first down and half the distance. With 49.5 seconds to play. So it should be 1st and goal from the 10.
That's correct. I don't know, not sure what the discussion is.
Just going to keep us here a little bit longer. It'll be a seamless transition from
like
our ball game to the scoreboard show.
I feel like we're back in Choctaw with the 47 penalties.
Should be 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to measure.
Now, why would they do that?
It's a half the distance penalty.
It should automatically be a first down.
I'm thinking so, too. This is big right here. It was 4th down. They got to get this.
If it's the ball's on the 20 and it's 4th and 10 and it's half the distance, it's automatically a first down.
He got it, didn't he?
I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, they're just stretching it right now. So, is it short?
I'm not sure I understand.
But they said it was 4th down. Was it 4th down? They put 4th on the board. I was thinking it was 3rd, and now it's 4th. I thought that it was 3rd down. They had 4th on the board, so I went with that. It was actually 3rd down last down, so it's now 4th and 1.
I know, but I'm not sure I understand how you could have 3rd and 20.
From the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
the ball was on the 20. You would think they'd place that ball right on the 10, half the distance.
Correct. I don't really understand that. Well, no, the other problem is now you're running an additional play. You're going to have to – the clock is going to start, so if you're Garber, you lose time.
Yes.
So that's the other situation.
They will stop the clock to set the chains if they get it, but they'll get it back in motion pretty quick.
Just interesting. I mean,
you've got to get the first down right now. You really can't afford to go to the end zone. You've got to get the first down.
See something new every night.
Yeah.
I mean,
been doing this for a long time, and you're exactly right. You learn something new all the time.
I mean, we were down on the internet for like a quarter. That's never happened, so.
They're going to snap it with 49.5 seconds to play. Hand it off to Chester, and Chester's not going to get it. Oh, he might have spun out of it. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Second effort for Dinante Chester gets him down to the 9. Okay, they've got a timeout left. The clock is stopped with 44.4 seconds to play while they set the chain. Dakota Wingo with the start, with the stop. The clock rolls again, under 40 seconds to play now. To the end zone, back
open.
Left corner, and incomplete.
Man, what a heck of a catch.
Howard's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 4, Mark Bishop.
It's Mark Bishop who could not reel it in.
And really, Howard put that ball in a great spot. The wind kind of blew it. The wind's finally blowing a little bit like we talked about a second ago, kind of blew it off to the side.
Yep. Little shovel pass right side to Chester. He'll get down to the 7.
They need to go
Clock
quick.
continues to roll, 23 seconds to play.
Third down and goal for Garber.
Better go quick.
Final 13 seconds.
Nice pass.
Slant across the middle. That's caught for a touchdown. That's Mark Bishop. 7-yard touchdown pass to make it 44-36. For Bishop, that's his 6th catch of the night, 2nd touchdown.
And our other game of the week, in fact, if people happen to be tuning in, Crossings Christian just took the lead on Jones with 1:41 to go, a 48-yard touchdown pass.
All right, they'll go for 2 with 7.6 seconds to play. And quarterback Howery comes up short, so now.
That was actually Nagel.
Oh, was it Nagel on the direct snap? So run fails. And we will take a break. 7.6 seconds to play. 44-36. You're watching the game of the week on Scordo, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Well, Garber just used 12 plays to score in 1:15 seconds.
It was odd. And they ruined their district points for Pioneer.
No, you're exactly right. They'll go, but help theirs. So you try the onside kick, and it's loose, and then covered by Ty Parker.
Boy, and that came out, too.
It did. Ty Parker was down there, and he was scrambling with Nate Moore. So with 7 seconds to play, Garber still has a timeout, according to the scoreboard.
I don't think they do.
You would have thought they would have burned that. So Pioneer can take it to a knee, and we talked about before this ball game, for Garber and all those freshmen and sophomores they played, this was a measuring stick game. They measured up tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think both teams, you got to be happy if you're both coaching staffs. You know, Pioneer dealt with a little adversity. You know, I think maybe I don't think they underestimated Garber, but I think Garber was probably a better team than what they assumed. I thought they felt like they could be more physical with them and push them around, but really impressive performance by Garber and those young guys. But And then kudos, obviously, to Pioneer. I mean, they're just really tough to defend, the way they block and the kind of athletes they have in the secondary. But it was a great game. I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's going to be fun to watch Garber on down the stretch as they fight for a playoff spot. And I know they're thinking we need to get number 2 in this district so we can host a playoff game in week 11. But 44-36 your final score. We'll take a break, and our post-game show begins after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Brian Bishop was born and raised in Enid and has raised his incredible family in the area as well. His youngest boys attend Garber Public Schools, which of course makes him an avid supporter of all Garber Wolverines athletics. In addition to his diverse background, Brian has been blessed to serve in ministry for most of his adult life as well. He is now thrilled to have the opportunity to join Blevins & Co. Realty and serve the great people of Northwest Oklahoma with all of their real estate needs. So contact Brian Bishop today at 580-297-5010.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Enid Vision Center, located on West O&K Garriott Road, across from TJ Maxx in Enid, Oklahoma, is proud to serve the Garfield County community. Dr. Sproul is an Oklahoma native who practices the full scope of primary care optometry. Our team is here to care for all your vision needs. We handle everything from adult and children's eye exams to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery such as LASIK. So give us a call at 580-297-7580. The Enid Vision Center team is excited to support all our local athletes.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
For generations, the FFA 237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Tom Nelson back with you at Warrendale Stadium in Garber. As I sit up here in the press box and crunch my numbers, I see Garber coach Coy Hughes telling his kids down there, I can't hear it, but I guarantee you he is saying, take this, it's a loss, but take a lot of positives from this ball game. You got beat by a really, really good team, and you took them to the wire, and this is going to bode well for the rest of this school year and the rest of this season. And I got a feeling this young Garber team grew up a lot here tonight as they fall by a final score of 44-36. Let's go back and recap the scoring. Garber scored first, 5:15 to play first quarter. A 4-yard touchdown pass from Brett Howery to Mark Bishop. Made it 8-0 after the 2-point conversion pass. Pioneer answered a 1-yard run by Rafael Torres. And then the 2-point conversion run by Caden Humphreys tied at 8 with 3:56 to play in the first quarter. Garber answered. They scored with 1:53 to play in the first quarter. A Brett Howery to David Nagel, 7-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion, no good, gave them the 14-8 lead. And then Pioneer grabbed the lead for the first time, 6:32 to play in the second quarter. On a Leighton Parker 3-yard touchdown run, he got the 2-point conversion run to put Pioneer on top, 16-14. Capped a 3-play, 59-yard drive in a minute 2. And that was our score at halftime as Pioneer led 16-14. In the second half, Pioneer scored to go up 22-14 on a 6-yard run by Caden Humphreys. 2-point conversion, no good. 6-play, 70-yard drive in a minute 50. Garber answered. They went 62 yards, 15 plays, and 5 minutes and 4 seconds. They scored with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter on a 30-yard pass from Brett Howery to Solomon Bishop. Big 2-point conversion run, tied the ball game up at 22. It was David Nagel with the 2-point conversion run. We're tied at 22 with 2:19 to play in the third. Pioneer answered quickly. Well, not really. I guess it's not quickly. 14 plays, 80 yards in 6 minutes and 5 seconds. A really grinder of a drive, and the 5-yard touchdown run by Ty Parker put them up 30-22 after the 2-point conversion pass from Parker to Newberg on the 2-point conversion hookup, and that made it 30-22. Garber answered a 6-yard touchdown run by Ty Chester with 5:33 to play in the ball game. 2-point conversion. The hookup from Howery to Solomon Bishop tied the ball game up at 30 with 5.5 to play. Then Pioneer scored on the next play after the kickoff. 1 play, 60 yards, a 60-yard run by Leighton Parker. 2-point conversion run by Parker put Pioneer up 38-30. And then Garber went forward on fourth down, came up empty. Pioneer put together a drive, 2 plays, 20 yards in 48 seconds. A 12-yard run by Leighton Parker put Pioneer up 44-30. And then Garber scored with 7.6 seconds to play on a 7-yard pass from Howery to Bishop. That was Mark Bishop on that one. And the 2-point conversion, no good, 44-36, your final score. That last play, that last drive for Garber, 12 plays in just a minute 15, covered 58 yards. Take a look at the score, or the numbers in the ball game. First of all, for Garber on the losing end, first of all, we had 944 yards of offense in this ball game. For Garber, 35 rushes for 116 yards. Leading rusher was Tidante Chester, 15 carries for 64. Through the air, Brett Howery was 38 of 56. He threw the ball 56 times tonight. 352 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks. And when you take a look, excuse me, you take a look at it, Solomon Bishop had 9 catches, a 30-yard touchdown reception. David Nagel caught 8 balls. Ty Chester caught 12 balls. Mark Bishop with 6 receptions. Carson Skuvanek, 3 catches as well. David Nagel with 8. I mean, there's a spread the ball around, but 352 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. So 91 offensive plays for Garber for 468 yards. So if you do the math, you know that Pioneer actually outgained Garber tonight by 6 yards, 476 to 468. And the numbers for the Mustangs, 46 rushes, 447 yards on the ground. Caden Humphreys, 15 carries for 195 yards rushing and a touchdown. Leighton Parker, 16 carries for 171 yards, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns. Ty Parker had 11 carries for 64 yards in the ball game. 46 for 447 on the ground. 1 for 3 passing for Ty Parker for 29 yards. The 1 reception to Dakota Wingo. 49 offensive plays, 476 total yards. And on the scoreboard, it is Pioneer with the win, 44-36. Pioneer is now 4-1 overall. They're 1-0 in B7, and they will be hosting Olive next week. For Garber, they fall to 5-1, 0-1 in the district, and they've got a road game at Yale 1 week. Actually, it'll probably be next Thursday with spring break, or fall break, excuse me. Not too sure if it's a Friday or Thursday or Friday, but I'm guessing they will probably play on Thursday next week because of fall break. Let's put a wrap on this one. Fun night of high school football. Glad to be with you. Love to showcase the smaller schools, the 8-man teams, and we got a good one in B7 tonight as Pioneer beats Garber 44-36. Adam Dieselhorst, thank you so much for jumping on board with me and the whole Squirtle crew. Don't forget, as I look at the clock, matter of fact, it's probably underway right now, that scoreboard show going until midnight. I'll be on there a little bit later on recapping this ball game as well. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend of college and pro football.